What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. Thank you for those of you who have reached out to give me words of encouragement. We are going to forget about last week. You know, in golf tournaments, they say, like, you can't lose or you can't win the tournament in the first round, but you can lose the tournament in the first round. That's how I feel about months. I can't have a winning month in the first week, but I can have a losing month by how I do in the first week. And I put myself into a massive, and I mean a massive hole to get myself out of it here for the month of July. The good news is, we have about 3 weeks to get out of it, but it's not going to come easy. It's not going to be overnight. And July might be the single worst month to ever try to do it sports betting wise, because the month stinks. Look, I thank each and every single one of you who are paying attention to this podcast. Whether you're picking it, fading it, following it, hating it, liking it, it doesn't matter. If you're paying attention, I very much appreciate it. So here are my digs for the next 9 days. You're going to see me doing the podcast here. I'm going to be doing my other show, BVB, which you see the thing behind me, from here. So this is going to be a little bit of a work week for me. This is not a vacation week. That was last week. You can tell by the sunburn and the face and everything else. A lot of time on the water, a lot of time outside, ponds and lakes and pools and oceans and everything else. But that is all now done, and it's time to lock back in and get rolling here. Now, the problem is, this is a Monday, and this is one of those weeks where there's just nothing going on till the weekend. Like, we got some stuff going on this weekend, but we don't have anything here on a Monday. It's a very light slate in Major League Baseball. There are no WNBA games to bet. I'm not betting college football futures yet. So it brings us to a week where I'm going to be light. All right, I'm going to give you 2 bets here in baseball. I have not hit a baseball bet in a long time. You want to fade both these plays, go right ahead. I'm not going to be angry at all if you choose to do so. But we do have a chance to kind of slowly scratch our way back in. We start a new week with a fresh slate and a chance to kind of get back after it here on a Monday. Now, before we do anything else, if you guys do not know yet, we are giving away a Julio Rodriguez jersey this month, the month of July. This thing can be yours if you go to bettingpros.com/contest to enter into this contest. It's very easy to do so, and there's a couple of different ways you can jump in on this to make it happen, but we want you guys to be a part of every month. We're going to try to give you guys things to do, things you can win, things that you're excited about, things that make you want to come back to be a part of the Daily Juice podcast, because look, it's important to us, and we thank you for the opportunities you are giving us each and every single week, month, day, whatever it might be. So for this one, it's pretty easy. You go to bettingpros.com/chat. You're going to fill out the form that's there. Bettingpros.com/contest, bettingpros.com/contest. Fill out the form. You're going to like us on Instagram at BettingProsNFL. On X and TikTok, it's at BettingPros. Go and sign up for more of these things. Leave a review for us here on the Apple Podcasts. Positive, negative, whatever it might be. The more of those things you do, the more chances you're going to have to win this autographed, signed jersey from Julio Rodriguez, thanks to PristineAuctions.com, our good friends over there. Enter for free at bettingpros.com/contest. Okay, let's start. There's 2 games early in the day that I want to give you guys out, 12:35 and 4:05 here on a Monday. Let's start with the Mets and the Pirates. The Pirates are at home. Christian Scott going for the Mets. He has lost 5 of his 6 starts since the beginning of May. 3-1, 4-1, 8-0, 8-7, 7-5 losses, and a 3-2 win at home against Arizona. Now, he hasn't been horrible, but he did give up 4 earned runs against Washington in his last start, 5 2/3, lost the game 7-5. Christian Scott on the road this year has a 4.96 ERA, an 0-1 record, a 281 opposing batting average. He's given up 9 earned runs in 16 1/3 innings worth of work. So not a ton to go on here for Christian Scott going for the New York Mets, but this game is on national TV, and Mitch Keller is going for the Pirates. Now, Mitch Keller, you might go, well, Matt, that's Mitch Keller. Yuck. Do you want to back the Pirates? I do. Mitch Keller's got a 3.02 ERA at home, a 4-2 record at home, an opposing batting average of 237, only 17 earned runs in 50 2/3 innings worth of work. And his home games for Mitch Keller, He lost his last home game 7-4. Didn't pitch very well up against the Cardinals. 5 innings, 5 earned runs. But before that, 1-0 win against the Reds. Pitched very well. 7 innings, no earned runs. 3-0 against Minnesota. 6 innings, no earned runs. Against the Braves, 6 2/3, 1 earned run. At home, Mitch Keller has been good. He's enjoyed the home atmosphere. This is an early start time. And these teams right now it's 2-1 for St. Louis so far here in this series. It's a chance for a W to even up the series at 2 games apiece. The Pirates won the game 14-2 back on the 5th of July. Then they lost 5-2 and 3-2. Here comes the Pirates. I think they have a chance to score some runs here. See if Brown Reynolds can get going here. We had the under in that Pirates-Mets game a couple of days ago. It was dead wrong. Instead, I'm just going to back the Pirates here on the money line. It's not expensive. It's minus 112 at DraftKings. Pirates money line to beat the Mets here for 1.12 units. Second bet for us, the second game of the day. It's an early start as well here for this one. St. Louis is at Washington. Miles Mikolas up against Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker, the lefty, 5-4 with a 3.61 ERA overall. But at home, Mitchell Parker's got a 3.11 ERA. He's 3-0, a 207 opposing batting average, 13 earned runs, and 37 2/3 innings worth of work. He's been pretty darn good. Mitchell Parker at home just beat the Mets 7-5. At home, beat the Miami Marlins 3-1. At home, he lost to the Braves 5-2, but he didn't pitch poorly. 7 innings, 2 earned runs for him there, and he beat the Twins 12-3 in the start back on the 20th of May. He's been pretty good at his starts at home, and I think we can back it here. The Cardinals won 8-3 yesterday. And they're throwing Miles Mikolas. And Miles Mikolas has not been great on the road. Miles Mikolas is 6-7 with a 5.19 ERA overall. On the road, 4.42 ERA, a 5-4 record with a 260 opposing batting average. He's given up 28 earned runs in 57 innings worth of work. Mikolas on the road lost to the Pirates 5-4 in his last start. Didn't pitch poorly, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Against the Cubs, he won 2-1 on the road. Against the Astros, he won 4-2 on the road. Lost to the Phillies 4-2, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. I don't mind betting the under in this game. I think the under 9.5 could be a very good play. If this number climbs to 10, I like the under a lot here between the Pirates, between the Cardinals and the Nationals. But I'm just going to go ahead and take the home team here and not kind of screw around with a total bet because I've been so cold. I don't really want to play with baseball totals, but the Cardinals won the first game 7-6. Nats won the second game 14-6. Cardinals won yesterday 8-3. And again, the total 9.5 here in this game. If it gets to 10, I like the under, but again, 13, 20, and 11 runs being scored here. I don't want to play around with an under given how runs are being scored by these offenses. I think I'd just rather go ahead and take the Nationals to win the game. They're 20-23 at home, and the Cardinals are 23-24. It's a Monday. It's a getaway day. I tend to lean towards the home teams here in these situations, and I think you have a chance to get a pretty cheap price on the Washington Nationals to come in here and get a W. Shop around a bit, but I got this at minus 109 on the money line for Parker and the Nationals. 1.09 units down. Money line. Nats at home against the Cardinals, facing off against Miles Mikolas. Okay, so there's 2 bets in Major League Baseball to give us here on a Monday. If I add one, I'll tell you about it in the Discord channel. There's a chance that we come in and take Minnesota against Chris Flexen or bet the over 9. I got to see who the Twins are going to pitch. They have a total of 9 up without knowing who the Twins are throwing. So I can't bet that because I like the over because of Flexen, but I got to see who if they're going with a bullpen game, I think over 9 is a good play there for the White Sox and the Twins, but I don't know. The White Sox have been an under team at home, which is really kind of crazy considering how many games they have lost. At home this year, the White Sox are 26-17-2 to the under at home this season. So give you an idea. Let's see who the Twins are throwing up against Chris Flexen because you may have a chance to bet the under. If the number gets inflated to 10, 10.5 or so, you may be able to jump in here with an underplay for the Twins and the White Sox. On the road this year, the Twins are 23-22 to the over on the road. So they're a slight lean to the over on the road. Nothing really to grab onto, but White Sox, depending on who's going for the Twins, could be a play for the under. 9.5, 10 for that game, or maybe just take the Twins, but it's expensive. Minus 185, minus 190. It's expensive to take the Twins, even without knowing who they're going to pitch, because you can fade Chris Flexen for the White Sox. So you can go run line potentially if you want to do that. Twins on the run line right now is minus 115. I don't hate that play either. So let's go with two bets for today. We're going to go Moneyline Pirates, Moneyline Nationals here. Early starts in Major League Baseball on a Monday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. Daily Juice Podcast always being brought to you by our friends at BettingPros.